Several years ago, an astrologer explained to me that people born between 1963 and mid-1968 all shared a rare conjunction between the planets Uranus and Pluto in the sign of Virgo. And she explained that these people would prove to be architects of the new paradigm, and that they would wait like latent seeds to be awakened to the time when their work was needed to transform this planet. And she explained to me that not only did I have this conjunction being born in December 1964, I also had Mars sitting on top of that conjunction. And I really understood from that part of my sole purpose and my mission would be one of the people to actually corral those troops and to activate and to spread this message so that when the time came, we would all be ready to act and do whatever was necessary from us. So it was interesting to me to go to see the astrologer Tom Lesher when he came to the UK in Liverpool back in October, talk about how that conjunction between Uranus and Pluto is now forming its first aspect, a square aspect which formed part of the grand crosses which we've been experiencing this year in 2012. And it seemed to me that from his message combined with the one I'd received before, that maybe the time is nearing when we are all being called to step into that power, step into that transformation for the sake of all mankind. And that sounds very grandiose, doesn't it? And very glorious. But the planet Uranus is all about innovation. It's all about electricity. The planet Pluto is all about transformation and rebellion. And the sign of Virgo is all about healing and about clearing up. So if you are an architect of the new paradigm, you might want to listen to Tom Lesher's message, which I'm going to play to you now, and really get in touch and into understanding that if you are one of those people born between 1963 and mid-1968, that the time is nearing where you will be called to step into your power.
And the other aspect that we have to talk about here now, of course, is Uranus. Because Uranus is the planet of individuation. Carl Jung talked about the process of individuation. Yes, this coming into our own unique, sense of self. Yeah? And Uranus has to do with the personal unconscious, which holds within it our entire past, everything that we have potential for, and our entire future. So it's a very powerful, unconscious energy. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are the three planets out there that deal with unconsciousness. Yeah? Whereas Pluto goes around every 248 years, Uranus goes around every 85 years. Yeah? So they have their own little dance that they do. And what we want to talk about tonight a little bit is that in 1964, 65, and 66, you may recall those times, the summer of love, etc., etc. Uranus and Pluto were conjunct. Some of you were born right around this time. This was the time when Timothy Leary brought in some, great stuff. No. But we had altered states of consciousness. The concept of I create my own reality was kind of born with LSD. And some people created very bad trips for themselves. But besides that, yes, this was also Virgo. Organic food, get back to nature, simplicity, yes? Simplicity, getting into love and health and yoga, Yogi Bhajan, all the yogis came over from India to the United States, etc., etc. The East met the West. I mean, this was like the birth of so much, more than just an anti-war movement, This was the birth of a change in consciousness. And now what's happened is Uranus has gone all the way around. Yeah? 42 years later, yeah, it would hit in Pisces, but now it's gone into Aries. In the meantime, Pluto has moved up here into Capricorn, and these are now at exactly 90 degrees apart. It's like the first quarter moon, the half moon. These guys all come into their exact square. And that first exact square was in the summer of 2012. And with a retrograde motion, these guys do a little dance. They go back and forth 7 times. 7 times. There are 7 exact squares. And it goes very slowly through 2012, 2013, 2014, until March of 2015 is the last exact square of Uranus and Pluto. Yeah? And so what we can say is, aha! Everybody, let's 1, 2, 3. Oh, you guys are great. So, you want audience participation? That is what? Well, if you look at that square again, right? The beginning is the seed. It's the conjunction. It's like Uranus and Pluto got together and said, let's see what we can do now. Yeah. And they sowed a seed in consciousness, and now that first quarter is like springtime turns to summer, where the plant needs to break through. Yeah. Manifest. Action. Tension. Crisis in action as we break out. So that impulse, that seed, you create your own reality. Now we have to do it. Not feel it, dream it, think about it, do it. Yeah? And then, of course, you have the opposition. The third quarter square is a crisis in consciousness, and it goes back again. But so this square now, right? Uranus. And so now let's talk about Uranus is in the sign of Aries. So what's Aries? We want to blend those two archetypes together and say, okay, well, Aries is the impulse, unconscious, animal, instinctive desire. I want. Yeah. I want to be first. I'm horny. I want some sex. I want some food. I want some action. I want some, yeah. And it's want, I want. And it's impulsive. Act now, think later. Yeah? You know? It's just charge. Pioneer, begin, penetrate. It's a masculine sign. Yeah. So Uranus, very interesting. Here's Uranus. Uranus, rules, the sixth chakra, the liberated, awakened, conscious, enlightened person. He comes into Aries. It's like, here's this raw, animal, barbaric, aspect of myself, and it's like this awakening. Uranus is like lightning bolts. It rules the nervous system. So it's like, we're all kind of walking around, and getting new impulses, like just new desires, to break free, to break out, to liberate. To do something different, to redefine myself. The first house and the ascendant has to do with your identity. This is a time of the emergence of a new identity within human consciousness. It's like redefining what it means to be a human being, or what a human being is. And it's done where? Inside. Yeah? Inside each one of us. I'm going to redefine what it is for me to be existing in this body at this time, in this place, whatever, yeah? This is all this part of, creating my own reality. And of course, it's what? Square to Capricorn. It's square to the Pluto in Capricorn. It's needing to break out of old patterns, of old authorities, of old external people guiding, telling, recipes, how-to books, this for dummies, that for dummies, whatever, all these books for dummies, and really come into taking responsibility, becoming my own authority. Very powerful time. And it's even more powerful now because why? The moon's nodes are going around. You know, and it's like if that wasn't enough. We've got these moon's nodes, they go around every 18.6 years. They spend about a year and a half in a sign. The dragon's tail and the dragon's head. The dragon's tail has to do with your past lives, where you've been, what you've done, the job that you had. Pluto is the soul. I use it as the theme. The south node of the moon is the plot, the action line. How you did that theme of your Pluto soul nature, yeah? So it's where we're coming from. It's the known, the familiar, the secure. Got that down? Thank you very much. If I'm afraid, if I'm threatened, I'm going to retreat to the moon, south node of the moon, what I know, what's familiar. Yeah, it's my strength. It's my security. It's my blanket. And the north node of the moon, the dragon's head, the future. Yeah, the unknown, the unfamiliar, where you want to go to evolve, what you want to do. You can find this all in your natal birth chart, but right now we've all got it going on. In the south, the past is Aries. Yeah? And it was in September of 2012, yeah, that the north node went into Scorpio. These guys are always 180 degrees apart. Yeah, they're always exactly opposite each other. So it was in September of 12. They go backwards, yeah. They came in here through, where are we? Hello, Scorpio to Taurus, thank you. Yeah. September of 12, year and a half. It was February of 2014, yeah, that they came into Libra and Aries. They're going to stay there until 11/11 of 15. So we've got another little more than a year of the nodes going through Aries and Libra. And this is what I've been talking about on the Paley Report over and over and over again. So the south node in Aries is the known familiar past. And what we can say is, it is the path of least resistance. The easy way out for us right now, right, is Aries. Aries is I, me, my. Narcissistic self-orientation. I have a need, I'm going to fill it. I have a want, I, me. This is Aries in the first house in the Mars energy. Yeah? And it can be very tempting to go there. And Uranus coming around is going to be, it's conjunct that south node right now. And what is that doing? Uranus is like a taser, you know? Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, you know? So we're all kind of getting like these impulses, you know? Like, oh geez, I got to do something, I have to change, you know? It's like getting something, you know, sitting on a spur. Every time you sit down, shit. I got to do something, I got to go, I got to have. And this is going to increase, because these two planets they're coming together, particularly through October, November, and December. Yeah? These next 3 months. So we're in the now, aren't we? And Pluto is coming in to square these nodes, because they go backwards. Yeah? They're at like 17 degrees now. Pluto is, around 11 or 12. And so these guys are coming closer. Pluto's going to go direct and go forward. And we're going to have this exact square. And Jeffrey Green talks about Pluto square the nodes. Critical turning point. Critical decisions. Yes, in the whole soul journey. Yeah. So it's a very powerful time that we're coming into this next 6 months. And I haven't even gotten to the eclipses yet.